Do you feel you played differently then at United compared to how you played at Tottenham?
Different? No, different is probably when you think sometimes you didn't do enough for the team. When you have a bad game, you start thinking, what did I do wrong? I can do better than that. I was better in some games in the past. Starting to underestimate your skill, which is not good because I know what I can do, but you have periods like this in the career of every player. So I think it's normal. The main thing is to just learn, stay strong, because you're gonna have dark moments, but then you need to be strong.
So how do you prepare for a big game? What do you do on a match day?
Nothing special. I'm not so superstitious. Stepping with my right boot or things like this. No, just trying to concentrate. Probably not thinking too much about the game the night before the game, because it's gonna be too much. When you go to the stadium, you try to concentrate. You still joke around a little bit, with the fellas before the game. But when you step on the pitch for the warm-up, you forget everything. You just try to stay focused, concentrating, and do your best for the team.
Is that an exciting feeling then when you step on the pitch? Because football fans would expect that it is.
It is. Trust me, it is. Obviously, for me as a foreigner player, when I step on the pitch and I always look up on the top of the stadium when you have all the flags from different nationality, and I see my flag there, from Bulgarian flag, make me feel proud that I represent my country in the biggest team in the world.
So when you play for United, or in fact in the past when you've played for any team, where would you put yourself in the side if you could pick the team and sort of build it around you?
Me, I changed through the years, So now I'm in a period in my life that I enjoy to create things. Obviously I'm a striker. People expect for me to score many goals, and I enjoy that. But sometimes you have moments. This is just the way I think it's to create the goal for someone. That make me very, very happy and give me a lot of pleasure, because sometimes the difficult pass, the pass that nobody else can see, and you make it happen, that is more more important than scoring the goal.
It gives you a bigger feeling, maybe.
Bigger feeling, but not everybody thinks like this.
So you mentioned that changed throughout your career, but is that because of players you've played with, managers you've worked with, or just because of yourself?
No, just because of me. Because I was always like this back at home in Bulgaria, in Leverkusen, in Tottenham. I always like to play with the ball. You have strikers who, and then they're gonna score. I'm not like this, Obviously, I did have a game. I will have a game like this, when you standing doing nothing all game, and then in the end, the ball is gonna hit you in the knee and go in the net, But that doesn't make me feel happy, I need to play with the ball. I need to feel it with my feet. I need to, feel the game going, organize things, making things happen. That what makes me feel like a player. There's a difference between a football player and a goal scorer. You have a goal scorer who, the ball, but they're just scoring. For me, it's the whole package.
So do you have a particular type of player you like to play with up front, a particular individual, or somebody who's either tall or short or quick?
No. And with know the language of football, then you have no problems. That's what it is. I have no problem playing with anybody. As long as they, obviously I like clever players, the players who look that way and pass the ball the other way. That's what I like about the players, because sometimes you have the horses, how the horses are like this and just looking straight up, and if they want to go left, they turn the whole head left. Some players just have this whole vision, and without looking left or right, they know what to do, where to play the ball, and I like these kind of players, and I try to be like this, you know. So this is all about imagination on the pitch and, you know, trying to enjoy yourself.
Two pieces of skill jump into my mind while I'm talking to you about this. James Collins against West Ham, where you took the ball past him, did the trick and set up the goal, and the over-the-head pass to Antonio Valencia as well when he scored. Do these things just happen? Do you have to think about them before they happen?
They just happen. They just happen, and this one particularly against West Ham was a thing I trained a lot of times, you know. But in the game, you never think that, okay, now you know, just now I'm gonna do that. I was just running through the ball and just happen, you know. Just thinking for seconds what to do, and then just you can never explain it, you know. Just happened, and this gave me, you know, a lot of pleasure. I was watching after that at home or rewind it in my head. I was the luckiest guy in the world doing that, you know. This is what gave me pleasure.
You mentioned the pride that you felt playing for Bulgaria. So when you broke the goal-scoring record, became the all-time top goal scorer for your country, was that one of the proudest days of yours in football?
It was, yeah. It was, because it was a goal I put in front of me when I was like when I was having 30 goals, and I was like, okay, probably you can do it, you know. But it was difficult because you play for your national team, you play against difficult opponents. But I was always trying to stay focused, you know, not trying to think too much about that, because if you're just trying to think and like you want to score every game, you're gonna have a problem with that. And in the end, when I did break the record, I was very proud with myself, you know, and you know, I just wanted to celebrate with my closest friends and family. So when I think about it makes me feel proud as well.
Did that make the decision easier then when you came to retiring from international?
I was telling to myself, you can, you know, try to do it before you retire, because I was putting a promise to myself that when I'm close to 30 years of age, you know, if I didn't achieve anything with the national team, you know, it's probably for best if I retire, you know, give how do you say it? Give a chance for the younger players to shine, you know, to see what it is, to have, you know, national team on your shoulder. So it was probably a bit of luck as well that I managed to do that before I retire.
Tell me about Sir Alex, your relationship with him and what it's like to work with him.
You know, you have one of the probably the best and the successful manager ever in the history, you know. So what it is, at first he was like how do you say it, starstruck, you know. Well, you know, then when you start to know him, you start to see that he's a very nice guy, joking around, fooling around with the players. But then when things didn't go as he wanted to go, for example in halftime on some game when we didn't play as good as we want to play, you know, he can give you a you know, he can be, what is the word here?
He could be aggressive, or
he can be aggressive, tough, you know.
Yeah.
But in a way that it's not like do it like I say to do. It just give you the words and trying to show that you know, you can do it. You know, don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, but just the way he says things, you know, try to make you feel sure in yourself and go outside and, you know, do the business. And you know him as well. You know that he's a great guy, but in the end, everybody knows, like everybody thinks they know him, but in the end, obviously the people who knows him the best are his family.
Well, many people call that the hairdryer treatment. Is that how he gets the best out of you, or is it a gentle approach, perhaps?
No, the way he's because every every human being, every player is a different one. Everybody thinks differently, so you need to have a different approach with everybody. So to learn, try to see things, because you never know in the future what what I can do. Probably I can be a manager well. So you're trying to see things, try to learn, remember. So I see him that he goes to every player and speak with him alone, and probably saying something different that he's gonna say to somebody else, just to motivate them and to make them believe themselves.
So how do you feel about the future at Manchester United? Have we seen the best of Dimitar Berbatov, or is there more to come? How do you feel about it?
It's always the same for me. Try to develop, try to be even better than before, and my goal is always till the day I finish with football, to try to do everything and the best I can do for the team, for the teammates, because when I finish, when they say, okay, take care, if I look back, to be happy what I've done.
Now, forgive me for asking this question, because I'm not implying that your career is at an end, but when it does come to an end, will we see Dimitar Berbatov as a manager?
You never say never, but obviously a lot of players, when they finish, they want, they want to try that profession, and it's very now, because we spoke with the lads. Everybody thinks, when I be a manager, I'll do like this, I'll do like that, So you never know, but what is the saying? You never know what the future is holding, So I just wanted to be healthy, me, my friends, my family, everything will be okay. I'm always optimistic.
Do you think you would be a good manager?
Me? I don't know. That's why I try to learn things, and this is one of the things I really appreciate, because I'm the biggest club in the world. So if I can learn anything, I can learn it here. So that's why I try to remember stuff, writing stuff, the way we train, the way the boss is treating everybody. So this way, if I decide to be a manager, this will gonna help me with my profession there.
It's like keeping a diary of
or if
memories.
You can say it like this, because it's like a school. You see, you work with the best manager, you play with the best players. What more can you want?
Dimitar, it's been a time out to speak to us today.